Hello and welcome to a new video for the channel. So, as some of you may be aware, I'm quite a big wrestling fan, and this weekend it's AEW's Double or Nothing event, their version of WrestleMania, basically, and there's lots of really good looking matches on the card. So I thought I would do a predictions video. So please let me know what you think is going to happen in each of the matches in the comment section down below. I'd be very interested to know. Going forward, I'm going to try and do this for all of the major companies' pay-per-views. So we'll start off with the pre-show match, which I didn't actually know was happening. And by the way, I'm recording this on the Thursday morning, so Dynamite hasn't actually aired yet. So whatever happens on Dynamite, I'm not going to know ahead of these predictions. But last week, they hyped up the fact that these are all the matches were going to be announced last week for Double or Nothing. So this shouldn't really change. So, the pre-show match is Serena Deeb, the NWA World Women's Champion, against Riho, and this can only really go one way, in my opinion. Serena Deeb has got to retain. As far as I'm aware, Riho has never appeared on NWA Power, and I can't see Serena Deeb dropping the belt. She's just come back from injury, and I'm pretty sure she's probably going to be facing Thunder Rosa or Camille in NWA at some point soon. I've not actually seen this week's episode of Power, so I'm not sure what happened, if anything happened with that, because I know Thunder Rosa and Camille have been having a bit of a to-do, but I'm getting sidetracked here. But Serena Deeb should win. It should be a really good match, though, because Serena Deeb, in my opinion, is one of the best female wrestlers on the planet today. Now, for the main card, I'm just reading down the list on Wikipedia, basically, of the matches. So it's the next match, strangely, is the AEW World Championship match. But obviously, that's probably going to be the main event, or maybe semi-main event if the Stadium Stampede match goes on last. But we've got Kenny Omega with Don Callis and possibly others against Orange Cassidy and Pac. Again, going to be a really good match. I love all three of these. Geordie Pac representing. I really wish that he would win, but I don't think he is going to win. I think Kenny Omega is going to retain. He's going to hold onto the belt until Adam Page finds his way to have a match with him. I think there could be some shenanigans in this. It's a triple threat. There's no disqualifications, so Good Brothers might get involved, Young Bucks might get involved, but Kenny's going to win regardless. Next, the AEW Women's World Championship match between Hikaru Shida, the champion, and Dr. Britt Baker, DMD, with Reba in her corner. And this one has got to be a title change. It's got to be Britt Baker. She's been doing some of the best work of anyone on the AEW roster for the last year or so. Shida has said that she really wanted to hold on to the title until they got fans back, full capacity state fans back, and that's apparently happening at Double or Nothing. So she gets what she wanted, and Britt Baker picks up the title and can move forward with that and hopefully do some great things with it. Next up, it's Cody Rhodes against Anthony Ogogo, and obviously I'm English, so we'll be supporting Anthony Ogogo because Cody Rhodes is clearly the bad guy in this feud. This is a difficult one. I'm not very sure how this is going to go. I feel like for the feel-good moment for the American fans that are in attendance, it's going to be Cody Rhodes. But I think it should be Anthony Ogogo because he's the new up-and-comer. But I guess they can make Ogogo still look strong, but put Cody Rhodes over. So I'm going to say Cody Rhodes is going to win this one, as much as it pains me to say it. Unless there's some sort of shenanigans with the rest of the factory, but I still think Cody's going to win. Next, we've got the Casino Battle Royal for a future AEW World Championship match, and the competitors that are in that are as follows. Bear with me because it's quite a long list. Christian Cage, Matt Sydal, Powerhouse Hobbs, Penta El Zero Miedo, Jungle Boy, Matt Hardy, Mark Quinn, Isaiah Cassidy, The Blade, Evil Uno, Cole Cabana, Preston Vance, Griff Garrison, Brian Pillman Jr., Max Caster, Anthony Bowens, QT Marshall, Nick Comoroto, Dustin Rhodes, Lee Johnson, and a mystery guest, the Joker in the pack. I'll do a prediction for who I think the Joker is going to be, as well as a prediction for who I think is going to win. Okay, I'm gonna kill two birds with one stone here, and I'm gonna say the Joker is going to win, and I'm gonna go really just outside the box. I guess it's not really outside the box. A lot of people have mentioned it, but Daniel Bryan is going to be the Joker. There we go. I said it. Although it had looked like Christian Cage is being set up as possibly who they want to win. He's had a lot of screen time about the Battle Royal, but that could just be a bit of a swerve. I mean, I'm not very confident that Daniel Bryan is going to show up, but I'm going to say it because I can't think of anyone else. Actually, no, I'm changing my mind. I'm not going to follow the sheep or be a sheep and follow the crowd. I'm going to say former IWTV champion Lee Moriarty is going to be the Joker. He's not going to win. I'm going to say that Christian Cage is the man that is going to win. Out of all of the names in this, he's really the only one that I could see possibly having a chance of beating Kenny Omega. Not that I think he will. But yeah, Christian Cage to win the Battle Royal. God, that took a long time. Should really think about these things beforehand. So next up, we've got Hangman Adam Page against Brian Cage with Taz in his corner. Brian Cage obviously getting the upper hand on Adam Page a couple weeks ago on Dynamite. Adam Page, do we think he's going to win? I think he is. I think Adam Page is going to win. I think he's going to beat Brian Cage. There'll probably be some involvements from the rest of Team Taz, but I'm going to go with Adam Page to win that one. That's a bit of a toss-up. That's a very close match. Next up is the AEW TNT title match between Miro, it says here, or Dante Martin, but we all know Miro's going to win on Dynamite against Dante Martin. It'll be a good match, but he's definitely going to win. Against Lance Archer, and Miro's clearly going to win. He's just won the title. There's no way he's dropping it to Lance Archer so soon after winning it. Miro's going to go on a tear. He's going to beat up everyone. He's going to start with Lance Archer. It'll be a close-fought match. It'll be a hell of a hoss battle as well, but Miro is going to pick up the win against Lance Archer, no questions. Then we have the Stadium Stampede match of the Pinnacle, MJF, Wardlow, Shawn Spears, Cash Wheeler, and Dax Harwood against the Inner Circle, Chris Jericho, Jake Hager, Sammy Guevara, Santana, and Ortiz. Now, this one, I have no idea which way they're going to go. So part of me is thinking about the comments that Chris Jericho made where he said that the feud with MJF is going to last a little while longer, but the Inner Circle don't necessarily have to be a thing for that to happen. So MJF could take away everything from Chris Jericho, take away the Inner Circle completely, and then Chris Jericho just has his eyes set on one thing, and that's destroying MJF and destroying the Pinnacle. And that could be a bit of a long story. Or the Inner Circle could just get their win back from Blood and Guts, and then we go to I don't know how you would advance this further. They've had a Blood and Guts match, Stadium Stampede match. What would be next? Maybe a exploding barbed wire death match? That went so well for them. So for this one, I am going to go with the Pinnacle winning. I'm going to, as much as I like the Inner Circle and I don't really think they should disband, I'm going to go with the Pinnacle. Chris Jericho is going to lose everything, and then he's going to have some sort of redemption storyline where he finally, eventually, after months and months of trying, gets his hands on MJF and batters the little bastard. Next, we have Sting and Darby. Sorry, I didn't say that right. We have Sting and Darby Allin against Scorpio Sky and Ethan Page in a tag team match. I really hope that they go with Sky and Ethan Page for the win here. I want it to be brutal as well. I want it to absolutely destroy Sting. I want Darby Allin to be taken out and Sting to just get absolutely battered, so that Darby Allin is just solely focused on getting back at Sky and Page and destroying them. So I'm going with Sky and Page for this one. And then finally, we have the AEW World Tag Team Championship match, which is obviously between the Young Bucks and Jon Moxley and Eddie Kingston. Now, this one is another difficult one to call. Now, if the Young Bucks drop the title, I don't think that's going to cause any sort of frictions between the Elite. Jon Moxley, I'm going to go with the Young Bucks for this one. I think in terms of kayfabe, Jon Moxley and Eddie Kingston, as far as I'm aware, they've only recently started tagging together, unless they tagged together ages ago in CZW. But even if they did do that, they would be a bit rusty in kayfabe. So I think the Young Bucks are going to pick up the win. It's whether they win clean or not. I want them to win clean. I want the Young Bucks to win clean so that Moxley and Kingston can move on to someone else. Not sure who exactly, but the Young Bucks to win this one. That's my prediction. So that's all my predictions for Double or Nothing this weekend. As I said, let me know your predictions in the comment section down below. Let me know what you think of my predictions. The event is on Sunday. It's technically Monday morning over here, early hours of the morning. I'll be watching it. I'll be going through a review video to discuss how my predictions went. Hopefully on Monday, I should be able to get the video out then. So I hope you've enjoyed this, something a bit different. And I hope nothing mad happens on Dynamite tomorrow night, because that could really ruin my predictions. But that is it. Please hit the like button if you did enjoy this video. Subscribe to the channel to get all my content when it comes out. Hit the notification bell to stay notified. And I'll see you soon.